Welcome to round 7 of Vengeance. This is the finals of V7, hosted by Top Table Gaming. We have Bryce, aggressively Scottish Johnston, on Farmers, and Stephen Easton on Miners.
Hello, near the queue.
Should be a good game.
Should be. We've had both of these on stream.
Yeah, we have day 1. We had Easton game 3, Bryce game 2. Both good games. And we also had Easton last round.
Yep. Both of them showing what it is to go 6-0. Both of them seem like they're switched on, even though Bryce was a lot worse for wear last night.
Yeah.
Great games of Perudo.
Correct.
Right.
Everyone enjoyed Vengeance? And are we coming through in the chat?
And Rich Beard Man, the raffle is currently being torn up and thrown into a crisp packet box to be drawn out later. Final.
Plots have been selected and we're going to go to kick receive. So 4 plays, 2 +1. Bryce, I think, selects to receive. Just clarifying, the 4 things in the middle of the pitch are all obstacles.
And as I have found myself in crisps, I do need to be told if you can hear me eating. I'll be honest, it wouldn't be a Roll Better podcast if I didn't have some sugar.
Chinese. Yeah, Bryce chooses to receive.
No, they're just going in straight. Like, I'd rather cry than do that.
Easton chooses to not swap sides. Bryce takes Thresher and Pack. Easton takes Shaft and Digger. And then Ploughman.
We've got this done. They're packing up. I'm going to put all the little prides on there. We're just going to draw it now. And I'll keep 2 or 3.
Neil. Windle. Fisher.
Look, he looks so happy. He doesn't know the wrath that's coming.
There's nothing going on at the moment. I'm just waiting for Bryce to pick his 5th player.
You said he can't hear anything.
Oh, there we go. Bryce deliberating. Don't know what between. He's currently got Ploughman and Windle. So I'd assume looking for Jackstraw or Vonner, but I don't think Vonner's in his 13. He's got Millstone and Jackstraw in his hands. I have to imagine those 3 cards are Millstone, Tate. Oh no, that's Bushel. Takes Bushel.
Whirl and stir. Don't shake.
So now it's just looking for a last quantum between Millstone and Drextra.
Yeah, I know it sounds fun, but let's not.
Can't.
So what can you hear?
Hello? No, it's coming through on the mixer. So I'll get a bit.
Shifted quantity, guys. Shifted quantity.
About 1,600 tickets. It was made about £1,000. Incredible.
Okay.
Then we've got Spade.
What's for you? I've got a tenner. I feel like I'm in the shop.
Okay, so it's just Beard. That's fine, as long as it's just Beard's audio.
What's he on?
Porno.
Yeah, dude.
And he takes Jack Straw as his last father.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's amazing.
You've got all this to go.
Oh, I'm dreading it.
Would I not switch the mic back on?
Hmm?
Would I not switch the microphone?
Oh, no, that looks bad.
I think we're fine.
And like, you tickled me.
Maybe.
Punchy, you said, "Oh, your name." And the other day, it was like, he's got this kid, Alex, and we've been together since.
Some they say that they can just hear us, but it might just be Rich.
Yeah, I
From
don't know.
Dodger's beard.
Like, we're coming through loud and clear on our heads.
I'll just say I can hear Dan. It's not like we've touched anything.
It's all Rich to turn his ear in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all these mums are like,
So you're saying about the background noise? I don't think we can do much about the background noise. Have I
No,
picked
we
up?
can't.
Hold on. Have I got the headphone with the open mic slot?
No, I've got it.
I'm like, good thing.
They're saying the background noise is louder than the spoke.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
I don't know.
Is that better? I've literally got it pointing directly into my mouth now.
Try this.
The background noise will be Anna.
Might just sound central now.
Yeah, okay.
Just fine. I would hope I'm more than fine.
I'm fine.
That's good. Look at that for a deployment.
So there is so much on the line today.
Yeah.
We have the Thresher Trophy, we have the Wank Dungeon Trophy, and we have a coin.
No, they've both got coins.
They both got coins. Okay, so there's no coins on the line. Yeah. So the audio setup currently is a lapel mic duct taped to a gaming boom mic,
Yeah.
which is just due to some dodgy connectors. So that's probably why the background noise is quite so high, but we're doing...
Had the same drill.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
She came round for tea the other night.
I would like to say the roll better's better equipped, but it's definitely not. It's what we could find.
Yeah. Getting all the background noise if we had our mic.
But it would be clear.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't do that.
So very clump deployment for Eastern, so the tank can transport whoever we need.
Also, the one thing from chat that would be interesting is just to see how many people are on Team Bryce and how many people are on Team Eastern.
Yeah, if we can get some...
Mate, can we get some pog champs in chat? Is that what you're about to say?
No.
No,
No, we can't.
We
We're
can't.
not on Twitch.
We can't. No emotes and no thumbs up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. We just want either Bryce or Eastern. So we need to get you guys to tell us whether or not you're Team Bryce or Team Eastern on this one.
Please like, favourite and subscribe.
Yeah.
Support us on Patreon.
I mean, at the moment we're top table gaming, so you could support
Yeah, you,
Jay
you
on
literally
Patreon.
can
You
support
can one.
top table gaming.
But roll better podcast. You can't
You
because we ain't got
can't
one.
support I can give my PayPal details. People
Yeah.
can just pay into my account.
Yeah, depends on how generous you want to be.
Keep mixing. That doesn't mix enough for me.
Bryce saying he's regretting his choice of Jack Straw over Millstone.
Done. I'll keep you. If I miss him later, one of them things.
So one person already for Team Eastern. Mine are good for the win go Eastern. That's 2.
Don't interrupt his game, that's me. Or do it.
Salvo jogs.
Team painted models. I like that.
Yeah, I suppose that's worthy of kind of like. He's hilarious. I love that. I want to give her 20 quid just to say thank you, which is really
Just a small tap across the line.
She run away.
For the ceiling.
Oh, here we go again. Small stick from Bryce. And he thinks we drove all the way up to talk to him.
Successful kick. 4-4. Just tapped across the line. It's a pretty good.
So I've just put on as a moderator, Eastern identifies as wanting to win.
Bryce playing 3 Reapers. All of a sudden, not a lot of influence, turns out. Seems surprised by this fact.
He's going to hope that a lot gets planted.
I mean, he's got 4 harvest markers? Yeah, 4 harvest markers. 5 if you kill the chicken, but
Yeah.
you have to assume one of those harvest markers is getting eaten by Windle every time.
Yes.
Is it everyone, like 15 of them turned up, like picture of parents and kids, and they went, no, we're going to book it. Even though they got confirmed bookings and everything, and pre-ordered. It's pre-ordered as well. Yeah.
Jack Straw crop dusting to go and pick up the ball. To the post. Jog 1 inch, 1 inch. Passes to Bushel. Hits it.
So now where do you go? Do you sit with Bushel and keep the momentum, or do you try and dodge somewhere?
Yeah, you sit with Bushel and just beat under. Like, their kick-off threat currently is character play, and that's not going to change.
True, true. So he idled with the mole, and
Yeah.
I think idling with the mole there is a useful thing.
Yeah, you're not threatening any range.
To be fair, Farmer's got the last activation on this. No. So would you not keep hold of the mole, ready for Arthur's Fresher to stand up one of them if he's knocking them down to clear?
Maybe.
Is there no merit in holding him back? Because I mean, the moving down there
Well,
is
I think-
inevitable anyway, isn't it?
The mole's never going to go after Thresher, because you're
True,
only
true.
going to get 1 activation after Thresher.
True, true.
Spade digs, sprints. Plowman jogs and plants.
No goal markers. No, I believe that they've got one sitting on the side because one's inappropriate. But the mats have also been chat of the weekend as well.
Yeah.
The Deep Cut Studios.
Lovely stuff.
I really like this one. I like the going down the route of being a lot more plain than the what was the other ones? The fish and nav ones.
There's many.
Yeah,
That one's very busy. But
The
it's
fish
also
and
very
nav ones
busy.
that are just busy and everything's over all of them. Yeah.
So shaft shifts and dodges, and rolls the lodestone for Plowman. Keeps cocking the dice, hits it. So let's either push away or towards Plowman. So we're going to go push away from Plowman. Thresher clears the hard spot.
Windle waddles forward.
Yes, Steve. Yes, it has.
I mean, Jizmit Rage.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one.
It's definitely on the line here. Tank places. Brings Mule with him. So that's a 50mm model that's across the line before it's activated. Seems good.
Yeah, seems very good.
real good.
Straight after the Windle activation, there's not going to be any real big.
Got a jog. A jog is too much. Bushel pulls up a harvest marker for free character play.
Yep.
Misses the pass. Oh, that's rough. Five. Oh, it's just complete clarity on where the ball landed. Snaps to the chicken, so the eye open still keeps the ball free. Chicken's only got 4-inch kick though, right?
So Bryce is going to have to do some absolute work to bring this back there.
So that's most of the Thresher threat lost this turn, I feel. It's not the best.
No.
Could have moved to tapping though. And then he would have
Could have.
hit it. Could have, would have, should have.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he wanted to move after the I'm open back to keep the ball killed functioning.
Yeah.
He does choose to snap it to the chicken.
Yeah. Noticing that Salvo can activate if the ball was loose, taking the tether ball and ruining the day.
That's how it goes. Walks to within 8 and throws knockdown bolt and plowman. Hits it. And then another arrow to the knee.
So is Thresher able to at least disrupt the mule activation and generate some momentum from it?
So that's got to be 11 inches, and that's round Windle's base as well. So I'm not convinced because I think is that. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's just in. Was that first blue widget's 5? Has to be a sprint by the legend by the 3-inch. Also destroying his own harvest marker in the process.
Yes. Talking about going round it though. I still think he's got loads of room.
It's not loads of room, but it's room.
Yeah, he's managed to get there without using the harvest marker.
Takes the 3-inch melee, and he's got 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Could be worse. 3's 2. Takes Mom 2, down to 1. Takes Mom KD. And last attack. Now against 2's 2. Mom 3.
If he can lock down the middle of the pitch though, we've only seen Steve pop off when he's been able to get a goal on turn 1. He's done it on both streams. Goal on turn 1 and then the top of turn 2. Do you think he's in a position to be able to get the goal now?
No, not with Mule.
No, this is what I'm saying. It'll be interesting because we've not, although Bryce is not happy with where he's sitting, we've not seen Steve delay the goal.
Well, I think with the way Steve allocated, he wasn't intending the goal.
No. It's interesting because it will be a new version of the minor that we've not seen it. I really like the placement of that harvest mark as well, because you can't sprint over
terrain.
You can't sprint over it without sprinting over the terrain, and you can't sprint over the terrain. So.
Yes, you can't sprint over the terrain, and you can't walk over the harvest mark.
Gone for a deadbolt. Swing player.
Definitely means not down.
I mean, with a minor guild, it wouldn't surprise me if they were given a deadbolt.
Calm down. We're not here to talk balance. I mean, if he wants to attack Thresher, he has to go base to base, right? Because Thresher's got the KD dodge that might happen.
And the poise doesn't use the harvest marker, does it?
It does. Yes.
No, I think you have to be within the harvest marker to be poised, but I don't think you. I will check then.
Yeah. So, because he's going to sponge the KD. No, he's not got Millstone. Yeah. So it's no, it's fine being on 1 inch.
Yeah.
He doesn't tear up. Momentous Thrall. That's how you disengage from a 3-inch melee model.
What, throw it so it's over 3?
Yeah.
That's one way of doing it. Can he do it though?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know. That harvest marker might block it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can go backwards though. Oh, look at that. Now Mule's looking for a target to generate momentum on, which
He's a knockdown ploughman, if I've ever seen it.
definitely. Take the crowd out from Windle. but where's he's got momentous
Will
skill.
he also take the crown out from Thresher?
Probably, but the mom's on 2 because he can't take the mom KD on 1.
Yeah.
In fact, neg 2 dice takes the mom knockdown on Windle, which frees up some dice, and
Yeah.
so you can probably generate all the momentum you can.
But I do think Windle's in a nice place for next turn.
Maybe doesn't like starting knockdown though. Takes the mom KD. Again on Windle. Takes momentous throw. Another momentous throw. Throwing Windle the other side of the Thresher.
So at this point with Bryce, do you think that you're literally just trying to stall out the game, making it as long as you can for the Miners to get their first goal? Peck isn't a bad place to have the ball then.
True, it depends on who can threat Pack.
Yeah. So the momentum at the moment is 4 plays 4, is that right?
4 plays 3, I think. Oh, no, it's 4 by the look of it, yeah. It's actually not too bad, Beard. It's relatively cool.
Yeah, they've got every single window open. It's cold outside. So the humidity of the room is being negated with the wind.
So, confirmed Shaft is not within threat of Peck without Legendary. So you can still make the run on Peck. So you can charge Plowman, hit Lodestone into Peck, get the tackle, and then Legendary. Maybe doesn't even need a Legendary depending on distances.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
But then at that point, there's still major threats on the board.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, no.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
I'll leave it on extra loud.
Having a quick break while Bryce consults his cheater's manual in the toilet.
Yep. Accurate. So first activation, depending, because obviously you can't see ranges really. Because I think you
Well, it's
might,
tough to, yeah.
yeah, you might be in range to score without using Legendary. If you are, I think you should. Yeah,
So you think if you don't have the legendary,
you should definitely.
you should go for the goal right
you
now?
should definitely do Shaft first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
but it's the angle on whether the charge on Plowman,
Plowman.
you can get a good enough angle to when you lodestone off of him to then be engaging Peck and be within 8 of the goal.
I think you can. What's his move is
4-6.
4-6?
I think.
Yeah.
There's now no one at top table. Quick, let's go.
Should we go and play?
Yeah, we'll go play.
Should we play?
Can we play?
We'll play the next turn. Yeah. Just go and move models around.
Allocate 4 to the chicken.
Yeah.
Messing the fucking pass, by the way.
You did mute your mind, didn't you, when you had a pair? So they'd have the choice of hearing you.
Messing that pass.
Yeah, and we had spin and harvest mark. Is it not better to make the pass than the harvest mark?
Yeah,
Is at any point?
yeah, I didn't think like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect it.
Small intermission. Get some elevator music playing.
Well, you want some elevator music?
And he's back. There
You know
we
what we
go.
definitely need though?
What?
For the next, I'm not going to be here for the next one. So you're
No.
going to be riding solo.
Almost fucking Matt. Oh, everyone's back there.
I'm not sure you can put the listeners through, Matt.
I think we can.
The noise would be insane.
Well, apparently we're quiet, so
You need like an interactive whiteboard style, so you can do it like match of the day, where you highlight
Yeah.
a player and click and drag them as if you're moving them.
I want a green screen. I'll break out some skimpy clothing. Some green.
Just paint yourself green.
Right, here we go. So Easton is going first.
I can't see what cards are played though.
Yeah, I have no idea what cards. If they're not stating anything, I can't imagine it matters. Oh no, I guess Easton's chosen Bryce to go first. Yeah, Easton won the roll for initiative, but chose Bryce to go first.
It's fighting words, that. Fighting words.
Yes, Beard. I'll commentate with Connor. That'll be a laugh.
I'm not sure I'm happy with Connor because otherwise I'll lose my job.
We could get Connor and Matt. Connor and Matt together.
Connor and Matt, you can imagine the viewers. The most muted stream.
Right.
Only
Plowman
because it's Matt,
stands.
because I love Connor.
Stuff's happening, shut up.
No, it hasn't.
Plowman stands and buys some tag.
That's because Brown was a baller.
Oh my lord. Okay, lucky it was empty. Takes them on push. Outsider won a Plowman.
Not +2 because he's out of cover now.
Yeah, that's good.
I think they said it wasn't out covered. Oh no,
That's well goal. Pretty
oh, he was never in cover to start with. Takes them on KD. Plants some markers.
We found something. Can I bring it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those three harvest markers in line, I'm so tempted just to sprint over them.
Well,
Mule.
Stomp,
Stand
stomp,
up.
stomp, stomp. To be fair, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, it wouldn't. I know, I'm alright.
But you wouldn't be able to use your diggy hole.
Well, you can dig your hole and then sprint.
Yeah, that was the point.
Shaft diggy hole or
Table 6.
whatever it is. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Yes, I played
Secret
Shark.
tunnel.
He played obviously the bottom. He kicked. I was lucky to receive.
12 mil shot.
Yes.
He kicked.
Yeah.
The place measuring the legendary that would place both the tank and shaft. And salvo technically as well. Yeah. Ah yes. So that's a free come on mate to the
From the
mule
card.
from the card. Places again with the legendary. Places mule outside of the melees, inside of Plowman. And then Salva gets placed as well. tank places slightly. So the jog now puts him in on Plowman and the chicken and the goal. Four-inch left, punching Plowman.
Mule hasn't hit anything to generate momentum. The only momentum was generated from Mule last time was when he was knocking down Windows.
It was knocking down and throwing him.
And throwing, yeah.
Takes the non-momentous KD on Plowman.
Ploffman.
Ploffman punches the chicken.
5-0.
Takes tackle push. What a result. I love tackle push. On 2-inch model.
Where do you put the ball now that's safe though?
Go. Somewhere. Far this way? I'd imagine it's far this way because I think that's only one influence on Spain.
What about the tank?
It's not a goal threat though.
Tank, knock down, kill the ball.
Takes Mom 2 damage push. Maybe you kick it out, try and get it on Jackstraw, and then just crop dusting and try and go as far up the field as possible. Shaft is shooting the goal, hits it just.
He's
ball kicks the ball out. It's got to be either the bottom side or in the middle, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
In the middle, it is threatened by Salvo.
I think if he does bobble it though, it just means. I think that's fine though.
I think Jackstraw wants it, right? Yeah, Jackstraw takes it.
Jackstraw take, crop dust far away, and then bugger off.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to update the 4-0.
Yeah, can we get 4-0 on East? Yeah.
Captain.
He needs a throw.
1 hour 10 minutes remaining of the final round of Vengeance People 2019, hosted by me, for me, and I'm still trying.
Really good. Yeah.
Just placing the crop dusting, looking to, I'm assuming post and get as far away from everyone as possible. Or looking to score. Ooh.
I like how he explains it to them as if I didn't think of it.
Yeah, there's loads of
So currently,
there's loads of streamers that stream certain things that are banned on YouTube, so they're just live streaming.
Bryce deep in the tank. clock run. Honestly, think this is too passive. I feel like you need to be aggressive and kick out against the miners. You need to be aggressive and kick out against the miners. I think this is too passive.
I agree.
What are the clocks at?
31 and 34.
31 and 34, so not much in it. Just a lot of time on the round.
31 to Bryce.
31 to 34 in Easton's favour. Miners being such a new guild out, you just need to find the way to play around them.
Yeah. And at the moment, as we've seen, everyone that's trying to hold the ball around their goal, there is always a way to find to get it off them. Because they don't have that much movement, it's the positioning that gets them there, and then their lack of jog to get up the pitch. And you can't even... It's tough. So where he was looking at the Jackstraw teleport to potentially score, I know it sounds silly. What about the Jackstraw teleport into the middle of the pitch, kicking diagonally southeast? Bottom right, just punting it down that way.
Southeastern.
Southeastern.
But yeah, that's the safest place for the ball right now, is at the bottom right.
You can't have it anywhere within 16 of Salvo.
Yeah, correct.
Well, 18, because you can shoot, dodge 2, tether ball for the momentum.
Not on 2.
Oh, no, you can't sprint, sorry.
Tether ball costs 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackstraw crosses to bushel. Is a close control model, so not a bad place for it to be. Jackstraw versus the tank is very sad.
Agreed.
This is a free place just to get a crowd out.
Odd question.
Ah, yes, here we go. Fisher Legendary. So he's got a 10-inch kill the ball on the tank, so kicking it out bottom right isn't safe. You need it on a model.
Yeah. Interesting idea then. Currently where Jackstraw sits, what about crop dusting in front of the tank, stopping the secret tunnel?
It depends where you think the tank wants to go, but yeah. Using the harvest box to block secret tunnel placement is, especially against the larger 50mm models, is relevant.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to measure in front of the tank, you were to measure and put 2 harvest markers down either side of him, he's not going to be able to...
Yeah, especially with a 50mm.
Yeah.
Hi, table 54.
The harvest markers have made a smiley face.
Yeah.
Yes. Ox and furnace. The blacksmith pick. Blacksmith 113.0. Yeah.
So here's Easton's activation.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3.
I can't really see. I think 2.
Yeah. He was scared
He's
of
just looking to
Cinder
sprint
trying
over
to
all
bait
the...
up Cinder.
1, 2, 3,
And then Cinder just, oh, there's Ox, there's
Yeah,
Spoiler,
gets
I'll
all of them.
charge into these 2 guys.
Buys grinding tracks, knocks down Thresher, and sprints, knocks down Jackstraw, and tears up 4 harvest markers.
Go back into
That's a
Sentinel and
value activation.
that's basically it.
Jesus.
Wow.
Tiny, but again, the tank is probably one of the squishier members of the
I was going
Miners.
to say, you would then be putting him right next to Thresher that would stand up, knock them down, generate enough momentum to stand up Windle.
Yeah.
And
Well, he's got momentum, so Windle's standing up anyway, right?
yeah, but what I mean is there's a
Yeah.
momentum generation there for days.
I feel like Windle's got the, even without, if Windle stands up, he's got the walk-in on the tank, I think.
If he rips a Harvest Marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming he will to top himself up.
Correct. Yeah. Secret tunnel on is it Spade on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly irrelevant.
What? Nearly irrelevant.
Nearly irrelevant. Only charge if knocks down Jack first.
Or he can sprint. But yeah. But I think knocking down Jackstraw is kind of a done deal.
Yeah. Oh, circles again.
Circles are hard.
Circles are a challenge in this game.
Circles and straight lines are the two hardest things to go by here. So where do you put Bushel in this situation?
I think you, whatever one of theirs activates, you run the other way.
Sure.
If Spade has only got one down the bottom, I think
Yeah.
down the bottom is a very
I
safe
can see
space
that from
to be.
here, so he
Yeah.
definitely only has one.
Very safe space to be. If, for example, Mule goes now and goes over everything, potentially even
Mule is placed and punching Jackstraw. Takes Mom throw. Takes Mom 2 double push on Plowman, leaving him 2.
the Pothman.
I presume Mule's tackle is very high up, which is why he didn't just go for the charge right there.
Who's this Mule?
Yeah.
Don't know, mine is probably on one, mate.
No, it's KD's and one's on one. It can't be on one.
Mule's tackle's on 4.
4, yeah. Takes Mom 3 double push against Plowman. Punching. Last attack going into Plowman.
One hour remaining.
That's Mom throw.
it's interesting taking the mom throw because it doesn't feel like it's much more than 2 double push, and you're also then putting damage into it. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe it's just to make sure you are definitely disengaged.
Yeah.
Chicken heroics.
So I won the
Stands up plowing.
12 to 8, and I kicked one. He kicked. I was ballista, he was Yukai.
Jogs to engage both shaft and mule.
12 and he got 8.
Secret tunnels and jogs. Oh, he's over the line for the first time at the end of an activation, I think.
Andrew, your TL.
Windle tears up a harvest marker.
Andrew's not listening.
And he's going to jog to within 2 of mule and 2 of shaft.
Two men just damage the ultimate on the ones, so some maps, yeah. One would kill the person, you get mentioned both of those.
Hitting mule, so 5 dice. So takes mom 2 on the 1. Berserks into shaft. Takes the KD. And then going back into shaft with Berserk. Takes mom 4. We have 3 due to Surfhide.
I've seen us might be in terms of the
And then Berserking. I'd imagine shaft again, right?
I don't think you can spread the damage. I think if you're going to focus on down, you have to focus on down. So I think it has to be shaft. Shaft hasn't used a legendary either, so I think killing him is near enough.
No, shaft has legendary.
Has it?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, sorry, talk positive one. Then maybe you're going to mule to make sure mule's off. Is shaft more of a threat than mule?
No, I think you want. Just confirming momentum there. I think Thresher's looking to clean up both those models.
Well, mule and...
Probably not in one activation, but over the course of the top and the bottom.
Does Thresher do it more reliably than Windle?
I don't think so. I think because of the tough line on both those models. Correct, there was debate whether Bushel is over the line. Can confirm she's not because you can see the line on the other half of the base. I missed that last result. What was it?
I think it was just flat damage.
Yeah, flat damage against shaft or mule?
Shaft, I believe.
Shaft. Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't really hear it, it was muffled.
Yeah.
Yeah, bearing in mind the placement that put Bushel there was a pass from Bryce.
Yeah.
So the clarity whether or not he was going to be placed there
Yeah.
was Bryce to determine. So if it was a push from one of the models, it would have been very obviously it would be. spot now though. 'Cause what do you do with the miners?
You've got to be prepared to lose.
He's just got to try and get momentum, doesn't he?
Prepared to lose the momentum race,
Yep.
and then just work into the best way to threaten Bushels.
Next turn. Yeah.
This is Salvo buying an attack against.
Against Ploffers.
Yep.
I mean,
One
mom,
success.
Mom dodge, isn't it?
No, non-1-1. I think it's Mom tackle on one and non-1 on one. Mom push dodge. Oh, no, it would have been a Mom dodge. Okay.
Made me question myself.
I thought it was tackle on one because he was an engineer. Heroics to shoot window with knockdown bolt. Hits it just. Spends 2 to heal Shaft for 4. Putting him up to by what looks like 12 or 13.
I think it's 12.
Oh, Smoke and Piper.
Bushel's jogging.
Piper hits.
He has to be very careful with the placement if he doesn't get thrown behind his line.
Well, I think the plan here is to get Bushel as far away as possible using passes, I'm opens, and 4-inch dodges, and then making sure that Thresher kills those 2 models over the top of the turns, so that there's nothing on that side of the
He
pitch.
can't risk the
Salvo
pass
that
back. He can't risk it at this point. He can't risk the pass back down to Thresher.
No, you don't do it to Thresher. You do it to like Jackstraw or something. I'd imagine. Although they're in that position specifically, you're safe from Spade. Not safe from the tank.
No, the tank is probably threatening it.
Passes Jackstraw, hits it. Jackstraw dodges. 2-gauge shaft. Pulls up the harvest marker to pull it back. Hits it. Just, I saw that too and I clenched. And I feel like Bushel has dodge.
I felt the dodge should have been on there, but to be fair, doesn't it? For the tank to get to it, doesn't he have to go through Thresher's melee?
Oh
And that's
yeah.
probably what.
Maybe the tank's got 50mm base. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna see now. Oh no, the tank's just going straight to Thresher. Just grind him out.
Yeah.
Force Thresher to spend that influence knocking down the tank. Rather
Yeah,
than
but even if he does do that, I'm still don't think he's in a bad position. So I think Windle will one turn Shaft.
12 of Tough Hide, I don't think it's necessarily odds on, to be honest. It's close.
If he allocates 1, gets 2, doesn't he?
He ends up having 4 attacks.
To get some more sporting votes from you if you've had an opponent who you want to not having a great fun sport environment. See Andy Jones.
So, the tank bought grinding tracks to knock down Thresh on the way and then buys an attack.
I'm leaning on a bar and I said table 20. It's just like, can I have some food for table 20? No. So, Mark with Tapper kicked into Scaffer,
So does he hit the
and it was 12-4.
jump off the playbook? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can hit Sinkhole off the thing.
Got the 4 tap as well. That's it. Thank you.
Table 44. Obelisk Spirit. He kicked.
Places within cover.
12-8.
Smashes Thresher about.
Yeah, needing Thresh has to move as much as possible really to get round.
Does he bother? Does he bother even worrying about his engagement with the tank? Momentum is standing up, running to the top, and farming his momentum off of the captain.
He can't, can he?
Why not?
He'll take the point away from the tank.
Can't he get a 3-inch melee? Get it from there?
Yeah, but the tank's got a 1-inch melee.
Ah, sorry. My apologies. I thought the tank had 2.
No, 1-inch. Spins one to buy they ain't tough and rolls the 1. Buys and attack and bonus times up to 7. Hits the KD dodge. Three inch left. Shafts on 12. Is it worth popping legendary to get the 3-inch? Just so you've got an extra influence.
What?
Is it worth popping the legendary to get the 3-inch just so you've got an extra influence?
No. Probably depending on how much damage you do. Depends on whether you pop it at the start of next turn, surely. Next turn is the turn where you're going to be fighting to win this one. Because at the moment you're ahead on momentum.
Yeah.
You're not going to need to worry about winning the race.
Can we not crowd the top table, please? Let's give them all some space to play their game.
So he doesn't buy the 3-inch. Walks up to 2. Buys an attack on shaft. So he attacks Mule. Looking. Takes knockdown dodge. Now dodging, I assume, out of Mule? Oh no, in. Buys an attack on shaft. 7 with 1, 2, 3 assists.
Yeah. Chicken, window, and jack short. That's what the dodge is for.
Yep. That's a lot of ones. Takes bomb 3. By an attack on Mule. Takes Mom 3 down to 2 to find a Mule. Pulling the harvest marker up to do 3 damage to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models.
16-ish. 17.
Oh no, it's a 2-inch melee, not a 3-inch melee.
I
Yeah.
was using Timber.
So it just hits Windle.
Nicholas.
Right, I'm going to get
Beverage, draw. Beverage, draw. And go for
No, I'm alright. Actually, Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
Yes.
Just Spade left to go. Faces, jogs, and moves back a bit. By the look of it. Yeah. Pause. Resolve conditions. Clear up. Bryce leads by 5 to the point where he needs to play a 3 to guarantee.
You're not allowed to give your results.
Bryce takes midfield general, which is +1 movement. Not sure what Easton played in Claire. these two tough hide models really taking a lot of effort to kill.
Could you, with these sat right there, could you be over there? 'Cause it's easier for you to use. Unless you want to watch this.
So Thresher Legendaries take a free character play. Takes They Ain't Tough for Mule and misses the They Ain't Tough on the knockdown model for the second time.
Table 35. Masons versus Brewers.
This is against Shaft.
Hammer and Masters.
So it takes a wrapped result of total 3 damage and They Ain't Tough.
12, 8 to the Masons.
Oh no, ignore me.
Jack 1.
Mom 4 KD. Mom 4, Mom 2.
And I'm back. So what was the...
Reset. It takes non-Mom 3 They Ain't Tough. And then Mom 2. So he legendaried for the free character play, took They Ain't Tough on the knockdown mule, missed it.
Again.
Yeah. That's a lot of ones. That is a lot of ones. Takes Mom 2. Mom 3.
Bryce needs some new dice.
Pulls up the Harvest Market to kill Shaft. And deals 3 on Windle and Mule. Yep, Bryce to 2.
I'm assuming Reanimate's not popped.
I don't think so. I've not been able to keep track of Mule's health really.
Mule's the card third
It's
up.
like on 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Pops to Reanimate now on Mule.
Does he not? I don't know. Tough one.
Yeah, correct.
I think it was a big ask to try and get both of them down.
I don't think it was. I think it was like maybe slightly over average. I don't think it was a big ask. Considering he's on 2 and the amount of ones he rolled and missing the They Ain't Tough initially.
Yeah, to be fair, they're missing They Ain't Tough.
Mule places and buys attack against Plowman. Just clarifying that Mule cannot be within the 2 of.
What about the chicken? Bigger than one though.
That's not in one of the chickens. Takes the KD on Plowman. Takes momentous throw on Plowman.
Start to see where he's going.
And glides and walks. Takes one place again. Just clarify that he can't get ringed out at the moment.
for some of them dice. 66554.
I mean, it's it was 75 quid for a set.
Hey?
It was 75 quid for a set.
What?
His dice, they're precision backgammon dice.
£7.50 a day.
Why?
We made him buy them so we could stop moaning about dice.
What are they made of?
Precision cut backgammon day.
I missed that.
The dice are precision cut backgammon dice. At £7.50 each.
Oh, damn.
So, I'd want them to be made of fucking gold.
Only way to stop Steve bitching about dice. Still bitching about them.
Plowman walks over, make sure he can't be ringed down next time.
I'm gonna look at a set myself.
Plants and plants. Tank places, clears knockdown. I imagine this is by grinding tracks and walking to bushel. And Windle and maybe Jackstraw as well, depending on
And
that
maybe
gap.
killing the ball.
I think he's fine with it there because Salvo's left to activate.
Yeah, but he's got a momentum and he can pick up whoever he
Yeah,
knocks down.
true.
If he kills the ball, it means that Spade on the bottom
Yeah, 100%.
is live, Salvo is live, everything's live.
Biggest raffle prizes. Don't put your tickets in the bin like some people did.
Yeah, that's true. 100%. I guess if it scatters to a model, kill the balls off.
True.
Yep. Clears the knockdown.
You can pretty much walk into Windle and Bushel simultaneously, couldn't you?
I think he wants to be near the goal in case of scatter. It could scatter on top of the tank.
Yeah, no, it could, but
This is
Make sure you voted the most sporty.
4 to 2. Ball places there. And then the tank legendaries. Kicks it out.
wow.
That's a...
Table 15.
4 inches and 3, basically on top of Spade.
Veteran
Oh, what an activation. That's Easton's second 4 points.
Yeah.
Still needs another 4.
I was going to say, still needs another 4 somewhere.
12 for the butchers, 4 for the brewers.
And I mean, as far as Bryce is sitting right now, you've got to be quite comfortable that you've got Mule.
You'd hope. Windle should have the tank, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
That was a momentous sinkhole, I believe, on Bushel. And then 1 damage.
So at this point, is it a try and stack up around the tank, get ready for this turn? Are they is there any other way to get a harvest marker that Windle can eat? There's not, is there?
Jackstraw. Jackstraw's got 1.
Oh, for crop dusting.
Yep. You can dust some crops and do 2 damage to the tank.
Table 36.
I think it's pretty sure it's the play.
Spade in a position, do you think, to score this
I think
turn?
you want to aggressively score before you take Salva's activation, right?
Yeah, but do you think that Spade is in?
She's got 2 2-inch places, plus 6 inches of sprint, plus 8
So
inches of kick.
the first placement to put you on the fast ground. First placement, put you on the fast ground. Sprint
8, and then place again.
and a kick of
8.
Then yeah, in. I would have thought.
Salvo, the mole shifted up and stopped, drop and rolled Mule to clear the knockdown. Crop dusts the tank. Hits the tank.
All right, at least you rolled a 2 this time.
posts over that way, and then end the activation. Walk to that. Walk to that field. I'm not sure what that attack was.
That was Jackstraw on Mule.
Or was it charge? Must be to roll that many dice, right?
No.
Oh, 5 dice, yeah,
5.
2 crowns.
Yeah, 245, please.
I think he just did 2 down to 1 though.
Yeah.
And I took Thrasher. The Falconers was 12 4. It was 12 4. Yeah,
Just Wendell and Bush left to go.
Yeah.
I think table 20.
So this is an interesting activation with Salvo going up there because doesn't Salvo also become a kill target being this close?
Yeah, probably. I'd assume you wanted the minus to the farmers takes 2 damage KD on Wendell to score and kick out the ball, and then you can salvo whoever slaps the ball.
Yeah, I would have
imagine.
thought. Unless he's hoping.
He's got momentum, right? Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Hits the Mom push dodge and straw. I think the push dodge makes a huge amount of difference compared to just a normal dodge.
It just means that it's another disengage from Mule.
I don't think Jack Shaw was in on. Oh no, he must have been.
Yeah.
Clears the KD on Wendell. Doesn't pull up the harvest mark.
No, there was 2 down there. Remember?
Was there 2?
Because
Yeah.
it was crop dusted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Poison Apple Salvo.
Also, a gentle reminder. A low reminder, folks, if you have beat one of the Steam folks,
Takes Mom 2 stab rate to heal 6.
if you haven't already informed Mick to add to this, please do.
Berserks into Mom 2, Mom 3. Mom 3 again. Last Berserk. Mom 4.
Jay!
Sorry,
So that leaves Salvo on about 4. And Mule on 2 with Reanimate up, I believe.
Mule was left on 2, correct, yeah.
Well, obviously, no more kill targets this turn, so
No.
top of the turn.
But top of turn is Thresher time. Bear
So
in
I'm
mind
assuming
that-
at this point, when Spade scores, if Spade scores,
Yep.
you kick the ball out into the top left,
into the mix.
and then you just like hopefully Thresher top of the next turn, kills Salvo, kills Mule,
Well,
and then
Salvo, if memory serves, is now on 3, I think.
yeah. So you kill
So
Salvo,
you kill Salvo because of the token.
kill Mule, and then that's no threats there.
Correct.
Yeah. The kill the ball's gone on the tank.
Easton score as well, yeah. Should be.
No, Easton should be on 4. He hasn't scored yet.
Oh, sorry, someone's asking. He hasn't scored yet.
Table 43.
He just scored the one with Shaft, right? We've not missed one.
We haven't missed one. He's just scored a shot.
He's about to be A, yeah.
13-10. Butchers.
Spends 2 to push Thresher. Spends 1 to push Thresher even.
He's got to score the goal though to get the points.
What?
He's got to score the goal to get the points.
He physically has to roll dice and get
Yeah.
A4. Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't let Bryce roll his dice.
It's it.
So the only threat that's on at the moment now will be Spade.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's done the push on Thresher as well,
Yeah.
so you can't sprint.
Well, he can sprint, but he's going to go around.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Thresher's still in range.
Yeah, so do I.
23. Estes for Brewers and Ballista for Engineers.
That's a shaky kick out there, isn't it?
I think it's not too bad.
12, 10.
Till 6 on top of Thresher's head. Which will clear his heart down.
52.
Moves around, eats the harvest marker, I'm opens. Seems risky, but
They use. I don't know. No, I do own it. It's just not here.
yeah, well, seems risky if this goes wrong, but
Okay. 12, 8. Gave me, yeah.
it's it. Loving it. Bushel's got a dodge here, right? Yeah.
Fucking close.
And passes back to Thresher.
So Thresher can have a dodge.
So much movement.
So much movement between that.
So Bryce sits at +4.
A vengeance goal for Dom. Is that alright? Sound. Sorry about that.
Taking another pause for some lavatory breaks, I believe. So Bryce sits at +4, right?
Yeah, I think it was on more than that. But
Yeah, but he spent 1 to clear Bushel's condition, 1 to bonus hammer pass, 1 to bonus hammer pass.
oh, fair enough. How did he heal Mule again? Because he stood him up. Stood him up.
Not yet.
No. So I don't think you should have been able to heal Mule for a second time. Didn't Mule have conditions cleared previously?
Pass? Don't know.
Oh, it might have been from the mole actually.
Yeah, no, the mole clear Mule's conditions, definitely.
Yeah, but with the trait as opposed to the 2 momentum, so he would still be able to be healed from range.
Yeah, he stopped up from mold Mule.
Does Thresher kill both with the...
He doesn't kill both with the pull-up, because Mule will react.
No, but the Mule's on 6.
Yeah, but Salvo's...
That's what I was questioning. You want to make sure that Mule dies when you do the pull-up, because then you don't threat the Mule counter-attack, is what I mean. So he has to hit Salvo once. Thresher can take 5. So he does 1 attack on Salvo, 1 pull-up, and then has 4 attacks on Mule. To do 2 to pop the reanimate, and then he has to do 3 in total. But that's a hard ask because of the tough hide.
Yes, if he spikes against Salvo, he can hit the damage and
Being
being tough,
tough.
which helps a lot, I think. He's got 2 crowds on Mule as well. I don't think it's unreasonable.
No, it's not unreasonable.
Remaining in the last round, make sure you get your scores in and your most sporting votes. Come and check the raffle table to see if you've won any of the smaller prizes in our charity raffle. We're saving the big ones till the end.
+1 attack.
Bryce gives +1 attack to Windle.
What's the time? Okay, Okay, so we've just also had Bryce is sitting on 13 minutes in East and is now sat on 11.
So clock's wearing down, but
There's still plenty of time.
it's not 12 minutes. It's 12 minutes on Bryce's clock, yeah, but 23 on the round in total.
12, 8.
No,
Table 25. I think it was.
Jog's there, so
Thresher and Ox. Ox kick. 12, 6.
So pulls up the harvest marker to do a 3 to everyone. Bryce attack on salvo.
Now the question is, with Salva having none again, should this not have been on Mule and just going for the kill on Mule?
Not sure.
Ooh,
Spikes
spikes
to
to it.
3
And the they ain't tough.
And that kills Salvo?
That does kill Salvo.
Yeah.
Table 48.
Oh, his attack, he just needs to dodge the throw counter attack here, I think.
Black Hearts and Scalpel.
And the they ain't tough now bringing it to
3-1.
Scalpel.
9 dice on 3's 1.
I feel like you want to counter Heroes Eastern, right?
What?
You want to counter Heroes Eastern. Well, you're down 2 dice. I think I'd counter. But... Yeah. Takes not down dodge. He does take the counter.
We went and watched Lego movie last night. I'm like, come on, let's go to the Lego store. And I was like, come on, let's leave the Lego store.
Third influence.
So he's got to do 6.
2s and 1. But that's a lot of 1s.
Just under 20 minutes remaining for the people still playing.
Takes 2 momentous results, but just pops reanimate.
And 1 left.
Oh, he's got 1 left. 1 left. Those times, he needs to wrap again, right? Yep. Kills Mule. And ends on 6 momentum.
Now where is the ball safer? Is the ball safer on Thresher or is the ball safer on Jack? Where's the ball safest?
Is it in space behind? He's going to keep hold of the ball.
At least, I mean, he gets a counter attack.
Yeah, true. And he's got the 3-inch melee, so he'll even counter attack the tackle push. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't have.
He doesn't have it. No.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, when he's not even got the steel jar card in front of it gets to that point and you just like, see, laying it, oh, I'm dodging money. Like,
So
that was a good game.
he's going to place and then charge for 1 due to the block card full box.
Fully loaded tapper into a knockdown UK. Did 4 damage.
At this point with Bryce, are you not looking for just every defensive stance counter attack because you have to do it to survive?
Yeah. Unless you're really playing to go first next turn.
Well, with Windle still to go and still Jack still to go, I think that whatever you want momentum wise.
Well, Jack still doesn't generate momentum.
No, he puts the harvest marker down for Windle to get the extra thing.
He does declare the counter, but not the death stance, I believe.
He's going to have to pay to glide. He can't glide.
Oh no, it was charging Plowman. Trying to trigger Lodestone to bounce into Thresher. Oh, defensive stance counted on Plowman. Takes no non-KD.
Non-KD, yeah.
Are we trying to ring him out, maybe?
Maybe. I don't think that's a good place to be, though, ringing him out at this point.
Gives you more options.
Come and check the raffle table and then come and hang out.
Shaft's legendary is down. He used it during the
Turn 2.
It may have been registered though. So, table 48?
The tank's legendary has also been used, Bavel.
Yep. Momentous double push. Thresher legendary is also down.
Yeah, Tom, I was James, Butchers. Me.
4 damage, 4 hits gets you 2 damage to push.
Captain's one of that boys. And Bryce. Oh, is that my Butchers?
This one looks like it's sending Plowman off the edge.
Oh, no, that's a vengeance. Hang on. Oh, Butchers.
2 damage and a push.
Well, hang on. Oh. Yeah, what was it? It was 12 hours.
That's a momentous push off the table. So up to 10.
Yeah.
Table 57. Yes. So my captain was Faris.
That was Cockshaw on Thresher, walk to engage, Shaft.
It was 12-2 to Fred.
Not sure why we're Cockshawing Thresher.
Pardon?
Why are we Cockshawing Thresher? What's the KD threat?
Displaced tank run around and knock down?
It seems like a long way for the tank to get, but maybe.
Well, remember the displace.
Oh, he's got Sinkhole as well, possibly. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, no, agreed. Makes way more sense. Because you could displace and then Sinkhole off Windle and then, like, jump into Thresher, maybe?
Salvo's only died the once.
Shaft, Salvo, and Mule have all died. Spade places and then declares a charge on Windle. response, I think.
They are drawing the last two later.
Takes Mon push dodge, Mon push dodge.
I think the tank is pretty much unscathed at this
Yeah,
point.
pretty much. I don't think the tank's taking any
The only
damage
thing that I was
whatsoever.
thinking is that Windle comes round and kills Shaft at the top.
I think the tank might have taken a crop dusting.
Table 24.
Yeah, but as in a crop dusting's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
is it?
just try to be.
Yeah. And I kept.
Well, now that Spade is literally sitting in the middle of the world, it might be time to collapse and kill Spade.
It'd be rude not to. Right?
Yeah, Spade on 4s and 1, 15 boxes. I don't know if Spade's been. I don't think Spade's even been tickled at this point. So.
It was Shuffle versus Sharp.
You've got to get the ball out of that though, right?
The what?
You have to get the ball out of there this turn.
Why?
Because you can't kill all the things that are thrashing the ball.
Correct. But as someone who's explaining though now, so Bryce just has to get one and then get the ball into position. So, for example, you go with Windle, you set up the kill on Spade, you attempt to try and kill Spade effectively. Even if you don't kill Spade, you pass the ball.
I'm open.
I'm open.
Pass back.
Pass back.
Although Easton currently leads in momentum. What's it?
11 minutes remaining. We're coming to
By
the
a
end.
fair margin.
Get your results in. I can get you moment time.
So that was a double push dodge into a place.
Currently on pressure.
Does Mon push dodge. Ball is still on threshold.
Excellent.
It was 12-10.
Well, the only alternative now, then, I guess, is that he just tries to potentially wrap on Spade because it's 4-1.
No, I think right, that's the kill, right? Because you crop dust Spade, whether you hit or not is kind of irrelevant. But you drop two harvest markers.
Yep.
You've got the harvest marker next to Windle will let Windle eat it. You need one for Bushel for the free I'm
The
open.
issue is the tank is still to go. Like, if I was Steve at this point, as soon as the harvest markers go down, I'd just run over the harvest markers.
Yeah,
10 minutes left.
but I think even if that runs over, I think Thresher can take, with the use of a harvest marker, can take Spade from whatever two Berserk attacks on Windle does. So even if Windle just hits the two there, it's down to 11. The rest of the harvest marker down to 8.
Yep.
And then he's got 5 influence. If one success is 2, 2, 2, 2. With the repositioning from the push dodge, you could probably get Joggin. Although Salvo is still to activate, I think.
Where's Salvo?
There.
Top right.
So you need to be careful.
Who? Oh, so Steve is on 3 minutes and Bryce is on 7.
So you need to be careful where you put Thresher with the ball if Salvo has not yet activated.
Yeah. But also Bryce can now realistically start looking at.
So that was Jackstraw, Crop Dusting, Spade, which hits, I think, by the look of the card.
Yep.
And then posting to lend the crowd out. Crushes the harvest marker and knocks down both Windle and Bushel. And then punches Windle.
Table 18.
Sinkholes.
It was Eucalypt fish. Fish kicked. 12, 8.
And now is the tank the kill?
I don't know.
Do you wrap enough on the tank? 2, 3? You've got what? From Windle. Currently, Windle has +1 attack because of the card.
Can we have a judge over there, please?
Good point out, Salvo's literally dead this turn.
Who?
Salvo died this turn, so he isn't there.
Yeah.
Playing Billy. We were playing Billy.
But then again, I'm trying to get down on Tuesday. I want to get past the line. Okay. That's alright. We won't, darling.
Easton going first here is really rough.
Yeah.
It's almost like you've got I'm open and just get the ball anywhere else. Like, obviously, it's clear, jog round, tear out the harvest marker. I'm open, dodge 4. Pass, dodge 4. Feels like that ball can't stay where it is.
No.
Bison against the tank.
Nothing.
2 ones.
Till 16?
So the ball's staying where it is.
Yeah. Esther's shot.
Shaft gets healed again, so now at full health.
Esther's hit.
Windle stands up, Bison attack.
Esther's 12, shot 4.
Takes Mom 4.
What's easier next turn for Easton? Pushing someone off or getting a goal?
I feel like it's getting a goal.
With Spade? Placement is at 2 of Thresher.
Yeah, probably.
The only thing that makes it really interesting now is if if Bryce has held on to the dodge.
Yeah. Easton is 3 over. Bryce.
5 minutes remaining.
So the singled out card. So singled out goes down on Windle and the tank. 6 on Shaft. It looks like Shaft's going to look to wrap Windle to death.
I'm assuming whoever he attacks first, you just have to declare the counter attack just on Windle and Dream.
If the counter attack hits, though, you can snack break for 6.
Or you double push him out.
Windle have a double push.
Or you do something to him.
I think you just snack break for 6. And
To be fair, if it misses, then you just knock him down.
yeah, no, assuming he can generate momentum. He's not going to miss totally.
No, you live the dream.
Oh, there's a double push. Oh, Bryce did play C's. So there is a 4-inch dodge going down.
Yeah.
There we go. Bryce played C's and then forgot about it,
Yeah.
which is a feat. So singled out still go on the same targets, I think. Shaft dodges 4. Thresher also dodges.
Well, I think he knows that he can't do anything with Windle, 'cause even if he dodges, all Shaft does is just follows him. He's not within 2, so he has to sacrifice the move to be able to get. No, he doesn't even do that now. He just secret tunnels there.
Yeah. It was worth just not having the crowd up from the tank.
Please make sure you've got your results in and you're not crowding the top table and you're not observing games that are still going on.
Well, I mean, now he's taken the goal off the table, so it's got to be the kill.
Well, without sounding silly now, isn't it just Shaft goes and pushes fucking Plowman off like he did before?
Yeah, true. He's got lots of options. So he's secret tunnel. Oh, he's going for the goal. Takes poised. Takes the tackle push, and then just thrush it out of 2. I don't know why we're being told to stop. We're being told to stop at it.
Maybe it's just Michael. He wants us to stop. He's just telling us to stop all the other ideas that he could have had.
Sure.
She's dying, she's having kids, watching it. We're all waiting for it to do an Eastern and it just like...
Knockdown Mom 2.
Rage into hammer. Swell 8. Hammer. I know, surprising. I managed to do a couple of times.
That was a penalty. That was you just like
See that?
21.
So that's 3 inches pushing 1 damage. Oh, 3 damage.
And that is it. That is time for vengeance. That is the round's over.
Calm down.
Both of them look so shocked.
Yeah. That's clock's down, but we're going to play through anyway.
If he misses the goal.
It's going to be incredible.
Oh, this is going to be brilliant.
So the game's over, Easton's won, but... Bonus time shot on goal.
There we go.
And that's vengeance wrapped up.
That's vengeance wrapped up. We have.
It's been a pleasure sitting, chatting nonsense.
Chatting absolute shit.
Yeah. Love it. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for supporting the event. Next vengeance is beginning of May, I think. June.
June. It's the weekend of June the 28th.
June the 28th. If you want to come down, please do, because it's
other ones that we
great laugh.
What about us down south? We have some tournaments that are going on near us that we promised we would talk about.
No, I don't think so. I think there's the GT going on down south.
GT going on where we are. Jumpers.
Yeah.
There's a Jumpers tournament going on. I don't have all the dates in my mind because I'm not up to date with them. But look online, look on Gubs, and you'll see all of the tournaments going on.
Yeah. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, guys.
It was a joke.